Good afternoon, Belize. I'm Isani Cayetano, and it's time for your midday check-in with News 5. We've got the top stories to keep you in the loop. Here's a quick look at what's happening around the country. Dr. Leroy Almendarez steps down as CEO of the Social Security Board after a 5-month stint. A policeman is sent home after shooting and killing the Governor General's dog. Japan donates another garbage truck to the Belize City Council. And in this week's edition of Belize Unreal, meet Ronald Stewart. He has given blood a record 102 times. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
For 32 years, I've been delivering impactful news across print, radio, and television. With extensive training both locally and internationally, I bring you the top stories on News 5 every night, covering special assignments including Taiwan's historic swearing-in of President Tsai Ing-wen in 2016 and the ICJ's role in territorial disputes from The Hague in 2018 has broadened my global perspective. I use all these experiences to bring you the very best on News 5 live at 6. I am News 5.
Welcome back. Dr. Leroy Almendarez is no longer the Chief Executive Officer at the Social Security Board. On Tuesday night, an internal memo from SSB was leaked stating, quote, "Management wishes to inform you that with immediate effect, Deputy Jerome Palma will be acting as Chief Executive Officer until further notice. We ask for your continued support for Deputy Palma and SSB," end quote. News 5 reached out to Almendarez this morning regarding a separate matter related to SSB's operations. He responded via text saying, quote, "I am no longer the CEO of SSB and, therefore, not relevant for me to comment further on it," end quote. News 5 has not yet determined the reason behind Almendarez's departure, which comes just 5 months after his appointment. We will continue to follow this development. An officer assigned to the Governor General's residence has been dismissed from the Belize Police Department. He lost his job after shooting and killing the Gigi's dog, a small but temperamental pet. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams explained that the case was brought before a tribunal, which recommended the officer's dismissal. But what about other incidents where police officers during operations shoot and kill homeowners' pets? Why don't those officers face the same consequences? Here's how Compol Williams responded.
The matter went before a tribunal. The tribunal found him guilty. Dismissal was recommended, and I upheld the decision of the adjudicator. I believe that, and I'm sure that the public in a whole is going to agree, that if you have a policeman who deliberately follows a dog and shoot and kill the dog, something wrong with you.
But hadn't there been diary entries about this dog being a fierce little dog, and he tended to give the officers who served duty there, tended to give them trouble?
Even if that were the case, at the particular moment when the dog was shot, that was not the case.
Sir, but did you pay special attention to this case? Because it's a head of state, because we know that when the puppies were killed or the dog was shot, Nipsey was shot, not killed, and they shot one on Pixox Street. Those officers aren't dismissed, sir.
Again, Jules, you have to look at every situation based on the facts, the circumstances under which they occur. And in all the cases you mentioned just now, the circumstances are different.
The Belize City Council is currently hosting a ceremony at Memorial Park to receive their second compactor truck from Japan. This donation is part of an ongoing initiative by the Japanese government to help Belize manage its waste more efficiently. Previously, the Japanese Embassy, in collaboration with the Belize Tourism Board, donated similar compactors to the Belmopan City Council and other municipal governments. Here's a sneak peek of what we are working on for this week's installment of Belize Unreal. Reporter Brittany Gordon is putting together a feature on Ronald Stewart. For those who may not know, Stewart has been donating blood for the past 30 years and has made 102 contributions so far.
My first donation was in July of 1995, and my most recent was earlier this month. And I can give only once every 3 months. And it has been something that I am committed to do as long as I'm able to, because there is a need, and we need to have more persons who are willing to assist. Because from time to time, we'd hear about persons making appeal for blood donations, but blood can only come from other human beings. So we need to be a part of making sure that the adequate supply continues to be available.
Walk me back 30 years ago. What gave you the push to make that first donation?
I had work colleagues who were also blood donors, two of them. One has since migrated and the other still remains here. And they invited me to the annual general meeting that year. And after hearing the appeal from a family member who came to say thanks to donors, I made the decision at that moment after hearing that presentation, his words of he expressed on behalf of his family. I started giving the following day after that AGM, and for the most part, every 3 months since.
That's a wrap for News 5 at noon. Join us again at 6 p.m. for News 5 Live. In the meantime, visit channel5belize.com and follow us on social media for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for dynamic discussions. Thanks for tuning in.